It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol. And it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do.
And a cup. Thank you. Just do me a favor. Okay, good.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow,
Hey, baby.
bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
Okay, take the book from her.
Someday you wish upon a star, wake
Up top.
up where the clouds
Okay, let's
are
step up on the cup, but let's step back a little bit. Let's step back a little bit. Yeah, another few more steps.
where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney.
Yeah, you could just next to Gabe. Perfect. It's a beautiful day when a bride and groom come together in a Jewish and holy and meaningful ceremony called a Jewish wedding. Our sages tell us that every person has a soul. A soul is a spiritual life force and energy that gives us our life from the moment we're born until the last day of our life. Thereupon, it's returned from where the souls come from. Souls in heaven are neither male nor female. They're both. When a male is going to be born, when a boy is going to be born, or a girl is going to be born, according to Jewish tradition, the soul separates. And the soul, male part comes down in a boy, female part in a girl. And they don't know each other. Miraculously, the hand of God, Hashgacha Pratit, provide that these two souls meet. We call them soulmates because the souls were together and now there's a reunion. So it looks like they're getting married for the very first time. They're beginning their life together. But actually years ago, decades ago, they were together in the source of their life. It is now up to them, Chen and Harrison together, to decide that you're going to bring all these blessings from above and bring them into your life and share it with each other to make the union complete. The Lubavitcher Rebbe of righteous memory would always send a letter of greeting to the Chatan and the Kala in honor of their wedding. I would like to ask Rabbi Yankee Majeski from Chabad of North Orlando, a very close friend of the family and rabbi, to please come forward and read the translation of the Rebbe's letter in English and remain up as one of the witnesses to the Ketubah. We also call Rabbi Chaim Baruch Lipsker from Chabad of UCF to serve as one of the witnesses.
By the grace of God, Brooklyn, New York, greetings and blessings. In response to your notification that your wedding date has been set, I wish to convey my blessings of Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. May the wedding take place in a good and auspicious time, and may you build a Jewish home, an everlasting edifice, on the foundations of Torah and Mitzvot, as they are illuminated by the luminary within Torah, namely the teachings of Hasidus. With blessings of Mazel Tov, the Rebbe's signature.
Thank you. Rabbi Lipsker. Just to point out one detail of the blessing that the Rebbe gave, the Rebbe said you should build your home, which is what you're doing now, on the foundations of Torah and Mitzvot. Now we know in Florida, we don't build houses with foundations. In other places, we have basements and sub-basements. In fact, the taller the building, the deeper the basement has to be to have a foundation for the edifice. But even in Florida, we have what's called footers. And I'm not an expert in construction, but I know that you have to have something to support the house even if there's no basement. And the Rebbe says that the home that you're going to build has to be on the foundation of Torah and mitzvot. Foundations are not what we see. We never see the footers in a home. If you could see the footers in the home, there's a sign that something's wrong. The home has to look beautiful. You have decorations and furniture, and everything is nice from the inside, but the actual foundation of the home is the core that holds it up. So the core of your life may not be evident in your work and in the way that you eat and the way you sleep, but the very core of your home is on the foundation of Torah and mitzvot. And how better to do this than to have a Jewish ceremony, traditional, under a chuppah, representing the very home that you plan to build. So my blessing to you both is that you should utilize this special opportunity and all the blessings that come with this day to have a home, a happy home, a sweet home, a healthy home, a loving home, that all of us will be proud. And when I say all of us, I mean the family and the community, and we should all be able to see much nachas from you in the future. Amen.
Amen.
Here's the ring that we're going to give you. You're going to hold it in your left hand. You're a lefty or righty?
I'm a right.
You're righty. So you're going to just put this finger to take the ring. Once it's over, you put it on any hand you want. Your left hand. So you're going to put it on. I'm going to do the blessing, and then you're going to repeat after me. Wait.
That's in both.
Huh?
Yeah. Just hold out like this. This one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivonu al ha'arayos v'osalonu es ha'arusos v'hitilonu es hanesuos lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin baruch atah Adonai mikadesh am Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin.
Amen.
David, come forward. Hold the cup and give Harrison a sip. Lean forward. Just lean forward. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Smile. Pick up your veil. Tip over. Yeah. Tip over so it doesn't drip on you. There you go. Perfect.
You like that one?
Repeat after me. Harei.
Hare.
Hat.
Hat.
Mikudeshet.
Mikudeshet.
Say li.
Li.
B'tabaat.
Beta.
Zo.
Zo.
Kedat.
Kedat.
Moshe.
Moshe.
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
It's
They're
good.
on.
Good. Okay, stand there. Stand next.
Why you whisper it?
Oh.
Thank you.
On the mic?
The
Whole thing?
The first part of the ceremony has just concluded. It's called the betrothal, or in Hebrew, erusin. In the days of old, there were two parts to a marriage and commitment ceremony. The first was called erusin, when there would be an engagement. An engagement, according to the Torah, is not when they just make an agreement to get married at an engagement party, but actually they're considered, in one aspect, husband and wife. They just didn't move in together, they didn't live together, but they are committed to each other with absolute commitment. Then they would separate, they would go their own way. The kala, the bride, would go to her home, the chatan to his family, and they would prepare for the wedding, which usually took between 3 and 12 months. Afterwards, they would get together and have the chuppah and have the dinner. Because of many, many trials and tribulations that the Jewish people had, our sages put both those events in the same evening, in the same day. So today we just experienced the presentation of the ring, which is the erusin or kedushin, and then we will have the second part, which is the 7 blessings under the chuppah, which is called the nisuin. In between, we have a very important component, and that is reading the ketubah document. That is over a 2,000-year-old text that was prepared to protect the husband's rights and the wife's rights, and make sure that the commitment that they have to live together would be wholesome and pure and holy and full of love. We ask Rabbi Majeski to read the text of the ketubah.
יחד בשבס, שישה בעשרים יום לחדר שבעים, שנה 5,788 לבריא ישראל, למניין שאנו מיינים כאן וינטר פארק, פלורידה. איך שהחסן צבי יעקב בן דוד משה שיחי אמר לעדה בסולטה, חן בש משה תחי, אבלי לאינטו כדס משה וישראל, ואנה אפלח ואיקר ואיזן ואפרנס יסיחי ליחי, כהלכס גוברן ידיים, דפלחן מרקרים וזנן ומפרנסן לשען, בקושטה ויהבנה ליחי, מר בסולחי כסף זוזי, מסן דחזי ליחי מדרייסה. Zaynachi, Vixusaichi, Subukaichi, Umea Lavasichi, Kaira Kalara, Tvias Maraschem, Sulta da, Vahavas Lela into Vadan, Dunya, Danalas Le, Mebe, Avua, Bem Bekesa, Bem Maza, Bem Takshitim, Bemani de Lavusha, Bishmushadira, Bishmush de Arza, Hakal Kibalav Tviyaka, Hassan Danam, Bemeas cooking Kasev Tsarov, Tzavi Tviyaka, Hassan Danam, Haisu Lam and Delay Oid, Meas cooking Kasev Tsarov Acherin, Kenegnan Sakakol Masaims cooking Kasev Tsarov, Kakam Tviyaka, Hassan Danan. Achrayish dar ksupta da nadunya da v'tesefta da kabbalah salayva al yarti basrael lehispara mikol shvar arg nichsin v'kinyanin de isli tachas kol shmaya de kanayu da asana lemikner nichsin de isla hen achrayis lesla hen achrayis kulan yahen achrayin v'arbayin lefreim and hen dar ksupta da nadunya da v'tesefta da minayu v'afilam min glima da al katbai b'chayu basar chayim min yerma denan l'alam b'achrayis v'chemish dar ksupta da nadunya da v'tesefta da kabbalah tzvi yakev chasandanan kachem kol shtare ksubis v'teseftes den Hegen bevnas Yisrael ha'asuyin kitikon chachamena zal. The law kasmach the law ketavse the shtare v'kaninan min tzvi Yaakov and David Moshe Shechia chasandanan l'maraschen bas Shmuel shetechia besulta da al kolma the kasav mefarish la'el b'mana the kasha l'miknei bei v'hakol shar v'kayam neum shalom deber ben Yehuda leib eid neum Chaim Baruch ben Tzvi Hirsch eid.
Hold this for a second. Okay, with your left hand, you're going to give it to her. You're just going to hold it. Stand together. Mazel tov. Now the only thing standing between us and dinner is the following 7 blessings. So we ask everyone who's honored to make a blessing to please come forward. These blessings are 7 powerful energies that God gives every bride and groom to be able to start their marriage with all the spiritual tools necessary for a successful, happy, and joyous marriage. I will just point out one of the 7 blessings, and that is that we ask that Chen and Harrison should be blessed like the first couple in the Garden of Eden. The first couple in the Garden of Eden was Adam and Eve, Adam and Chava, and God himself was the rabbi who performed the ceremony. God wrote the ketubah, God presented the ring to the chatan to give the kala, and everything was done by God because there was no one else. The only people on the planet was Adam and Eve. And this, the Torah teaches, is a powerful lesson that now that the chatan and the kala, the bride and groom, are married, there's no one else. It's just you. And you care about each other, and you look at each other, and you love each other as if you're the only man and the only woman in the entire world. That means first is home. First is family. First is my commitment to my people, to my Torah. Everything else comes secondary. And if you have that commitment from the first day of marriage, then the Torah guarantees that the blessings will come for a good life, a happy life, and a peaceful life. The first 2 blessings. Okay, here, hold the cup. Come here. Come closer. Bring the mic over. Just stand aside so you. Yeah.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל ברא לכבודו.
Amen. Number 3. Like just where he stood. Lefty, righty?
Righty.
Good.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam.
Amen.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר יצר את האדם בצלמו בצלם דמות תבניתו והתקין לו ממנו בניין עדי עד ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר האדם.
Amen. Beautiful. Stay next to him. Get in the picture.
סוס תסיס ותגיע להכרה בקיבוץ בניה לתוכה בשמחה. ברוך אתה אדוני משמח ציון בבניה.
Amen. Be careful. Number 6. Be careful. You want to hold it?
שמח תשמח, רעים האהובים, כשמחיך יצרך גן עדן מקדם, ברוך אדוני משמח חתן וכלה.
Amen. Dave. Face the town this way. Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bara sason v'simcha, chatan v'kala, yila, rina, ditza v'cherva, ahava v'achava, v'shalom v'ra'ut. Mimhera Adonai Eloheinu, yishama ba'arei Yehuda, u'v'chutzot Yerushalayim, kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol kala, kol mitzilot chatanim, Michupatim, Na'arim, Mimishter, Niganatam, Baruch atah Adonai, Masameach Chatan, Im Hakala.
Amen. Put on the table. Stephanie, take the cup. Give Harrison a sip. Ima. Lean over. This remaining wine is called Kol Shel Bracha, wine of blessing. It is available to anyone in the audience who needs a blessing for health, for happiness, for success, for a better marriage, for children, any blessing that they may need. This is the wine of blessing. You may come over after the ceremony and take a sip. Im lo e'ele et Yerushalayim al rosh simchati. This is a quote from our Jewish sages from the Torah, that in the height of our joy, when we are most happy, this is the happiest day of your life. We're supposed to remember the ruins of Jerusalem. We're supposed to look at the city and see that the city is not in its full glory. Yerushalayim is not built the way it's supposed to be. Even Jewish people who have a Seder in Jerusalem, they say, L'shana haba'a b'Yerushalayim habnuya. Next year in Jerusalem. Even though they're in Jerusalem. But it's not the Jerusalem we look forward to. We want Jerusalem that's peace. We want Jerusalem that's full of joy. And that can only happen with the coming of Mashiach, with our righteous Messiah. And this can be done by everyone doing a good deed. When we study Torah, when we do a mitzvah, we're actually hastening, we're quickening, we're making the redemption coming a moment sooner. And the most important mitzvah we're all participating in is the wedding. That's a mitzvah of the Torah. And our joy that we're going to display when the Chatal and Kala come into the reception is also part of the joy of a mitzvah. So may we all merit to have many mitzvot together. And we're going to hear a brief song of Im Eshkachech Yerushalayim. Following the song, Harrison is going to break the glass that we made the blessing on to show that just as the glass is broken and the mitzvah is complete, so may their marriage be with full of energy, full of joy, and all the blessings be there forever and for all eternity. With your left foot after the song. Please rise.
Don't forget to remove my thing again before you kiss me.
I step and then I remember. There.
Now we close.
Was.
Want to stand next to Harrison? Come next to Stephanie. Stand just closer. Stand closer. Yeah.
Ready? Ready, baby? Hey! Love you.
טוב, סימן טוב. טוב, זה חשוב מאוד שיתנו את זה בחדר שלהם. זה חשוב מאוד שצריכים להביא את זה לחדר שיש כל החפצים. Yes, put it in the box. In the box. Okay, come follow me. Yeah. Say a little wine to make it a quick.
No mad dash for the chuppah.
All right, ready? Come,
Okay.
come.
You guys feel you guys for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's do them go in front. Gabe, you're gonna lead the way. Go further ahead so it won't block the pictures. Okay. Get behind the photographer. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, baby. Hit it, baby. Little kiss. Love you. Opa!